Alright, this is part 4 of modeling a car in 3D Studio Max. Let's go ahead and dive in here, start moving a little bit faster. Modify panel and edge mode. Start with the hood here. Alt X. And let's go ring, connect. I'm going to do twice. Click OK. Go to vertex mode. Move these in. That one about there, that one about there. Check the side viewport. Looking good. Front viewport, I'm going to probably end up moving all these vertices up some. But let's go to the front real quick and grab all these. Make sure I'm not grabbing any in the bottom by alt selecting the vertices in the bottom. And move these forward some. Something like that. These will come forward a lot more. There. So, probably could bring this up, bring this up, bring this up. Alright, looking good. Now, definitely need to bring these vertices up, and same thing with these. Raise, probably somewhere in there. Okay, this probably needs to be raised some. Alright, looking good. So we have the bottom lip, the hood. Play with this stuff real quick. This would be dropped. And so with this could be moved in. Now I could probably add one more loop here. So ring, connect dialog, use it once. And go ahead and grab the vertices and move back. Leave that there for now. Probably gonna bring this in a little bit more to even out the space. Again, deselect anything that's down below. Oops. There. Okay, so a little bit of tweaking here and there. Just to get some nice fluid lines. Going all the way through the hood. Alright, Control S for save. Hood done. Probably due to... I think that's good for now. So jump to the side. Let's see here. So we need to create this section here. I'm going to go to vertex mode real quick, and looks like I need to realign some of these vertices. I've been having some problem with multiple vertices sitting on top of each other, and somewhere I held down Shift or Control C and duplicated. So I'm going to drag select over all the vertices and go to Weld dialog here, bump it up some, maybe to 2.2, and click OK. And that should get rid of any extra vertices. And I'm going to undo that. You notice 233 here. Activate the weld, click OK, 232. So there was a double vertex sitting somewhere. I'm just glad I can get rid of it. And let's pull this back a bit. Alright. So we need to come in and do this whole section. This, if we look at reference images, not that, downloads, you'll notice that this is flush with the car pretty much. It's indented here and indented in the door. So we want to mimic that. Go ahead and grab below and above, something like that. And before I do this, actually, I'm going to take this vertex here and go cut all the way down to this point in here. Alright, that should be good. Turn it off. 4 on the keyboard will activate the polygon mode again. Select these polygons and go back to edge mode. The crease goes a little bit beyond the door here, so I want to add that. Click here, ring. I'm good with that. Connect. I'm going to keep it with no slide. Click OK. I'm just going to grab these vertices here and slide them over to about there. And then I just need to readjust because it's going to come off this line. Let's take that to there. These forward. That's good. Just I'll allow a nice arc in the ring. Watch the top viewport to make sure that didn't mess anything up. That looks good. Okay. So let's bring that back some. Bring this back some, and that. Alright, looks good. Okay. A little bit more forward. So back to 4 on the keyboard, which is polygon mode. There. Now I'm going to go extrude dialog. Oops, leave this as left viewport. L on the keyboard will switch it back to left. Decrease the percentage to a negative. And I'm just going to go, looks like negative 1 inch, 0.43 something something. I'm just eyeballing the distance in. So whatever you think looks good. And I'm going for the edge here. That looks good. Click OK. And now I need to start getting rid of the areas that are not creased. So this is going to go target weld. So I right click to activate target weld, just like before. And then set those options. And this will be weld back as well. And is it? Let me think about this. Let's look at the image. Yeah, it looks like it swoops out. So is that what mine does? It will go in and then out. Not really. So it looks like I need to go the other way. Target weld to here. And to here. And this one will go here to here. And that one will stay, because that's the lower lip. Let's select here. Nope, this one's going to go in. So target weld, in, target weld. You can see what I'm doing. This one is going to go out. And that's looking good. This one's going to go out, 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 or this might actually go in, because if looking at the car, it's a big indentation here. So let's bring these in. And this is going to go out. And out to in, or yep, or in to out there. Okay. And then I can, of course, turn off target weld, click on this, and I'm going to bring it up. I like. Now I got a lot of fixing to do in this area. Really quick, I don't like some of the stuff back here, so let's play with it. I think it was the triangulation that I didn't like the most. It looks like it's fine now. But I could bring this in a bit. And that's good. Got a nice indentation. Let's take a look at the image. It's probably inset a little bit more. So I can probably grab these guys. And this guy, and this guy, and move them in. And it looks like I can move this guy in too. Or maybe not. Bring these in some. That'd be good. And bring that in. And that in. Okay. Triangulation. Click polygon, select off, and turn. Don't like the way that's triangulating, so I just flip it. That's for the tries. Okay, so turn that off. Now it's definitely time to come in here and fix a lot of the information that's going on here. Meaning that this is a big fat mess. Now if you take a look at the car, this whole area is kind of indented and flattened out and swings up high really quickly. So it swings off high via this bit of information. Now I do need to probably cut from that point to here. Let's find out. So let's go to cut tool, cut to that vertex. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Turn it off. Alright, so this is going to be moved up. Same thing with this. This is, however, is going to be moved down. Actually, no, that stays. That's down. We've already made it. This is going to be flattened out with that. And this is going to be moved down. Okay. Now I need to create more deep edge in here, so I'm going to click here, ring, goes all the way around as you can see, and connect. And I'm going to hit cancel first. So it's going to ring all the way through the front. Now I could figure later that I can cut this shape in, so I'm going to have some spare. That allows me to readjust these vertices here. Biggest thing is, as long as I come back to the front and readjust their positioning. Like that. I can even probably bring it out a little bit more. Alright. Now, I've got that ring still activated. Whoops. Front viewport. Connect. Click OK. And this all gets fed in or fed down. Let's take a look. Yeah. So down, 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 and possibly it's going to be fed in a little bit. Let's take a look at how far down. I'm going to bring it all the way to there. And I'm going to actually bring this down. Down. And let's bring it in. Looks like actually it swoops a little bit more if wider. Whoops. Take that back to front. F on the keyboard. See, this is the. This probably needs to go here, maybe down. This information definitely needs to be pulled down. And that information will stay. Now, it comes back out. Or, more than likely actually, this information comes in more and down. Yep, because there's that seam along here. Let me pull it down some. Okay. Probably pull this in a little bit more. This information is the back area. That's why it's throwing me off a little bit. It's looking good. Probably pop it down just a bit. Render. Okay, so that section. Bring this up. Probably brought it up too high. No, that's good. And this will allow me to get a few more edges in with this, which would be good. Okay, so what I'm going to end up doing later is adding an extra segment that runs across here to help define this as a harder edge, and we'll talk about that later. let's go ahead and move on. Grab these 3 edges here, hold down Shift and drag it up. Drag it in. And start moving vertex points to the appropriate places. Okay. Alright, looks good. So let's grab these edges again, hold down Shift, and just take them all the way to here. Vertex there, vertex there, and vertex there. Evenly space them out. Definitely need to play with the side view. Let's grab this guy. This guy's going to be up. Up. And probably move these forward a little bit more. Like that. Alright, let's go ahead and start rounding this out. Connect. Let's do once for now. Click OK, grab these vertices and move them up into the appropriate positions. Something like that. Looks like this will out. Okay, so it's looking pretty good. Looking very good. Add another segment in here. Connect. Click OK. You can try using the edge loops option, which we talked about before. Whatever you feel comfortable with about getting this modeling process done. This is what you should use. And probably one more set of edge loops. I'll slide it this time a little bit more this way. Click OK. And raise them. Looks good. And could add in probably don't need one right there for now. Let's go to these edges, hold down Shift, drag it all the way back, vertex mode, one here, one here, here, and here. Probably could take this one a little bit farther forward. Okay, now I just need to move them down. Looks good. and connect it. I'm going to work more with the back when I use my back viewport, but might as well set these in right now. There, something like that, and of course up. Up and up. And I'll deal more with that on the back side. Okay, so let's jump back over to here. Grab these, connect, 0 slide, probably twice. Click OK. And they definitely need to be moved forward to fit. That looks good. And it looks like probably thin them out here in the center area. Something like that. Same thing with down here. Okay, so I can probably pull these in just a bit to match more of the front viewport. Like that. Alright, looking good. Looking really good. Okay, we're at 26 minutes. Do I want to try to push anything else? While we're at this, we got this done, we got the front end done, side done. We're going to have to play more with this front end later for detail purposes. Really quick, let's go ahead and just grab these. I would loop them, but it's just sometimes easier to click through. I don't need these. Hold on Shift and drag back. Go ahead and zero out on the Z-axis to flatten them out and set them to 0. Move them straight up. Go to vertex mode. Out. And down. And forward. And down. That looks good. And that's probably needs to be brought forward a little bit more, something like that. Down. Like that. Move this back. And move this straight back. And down. Again, something I'll adjust more of when I get the back viewport put in place. Alright, so I think that's pretty much it. You can really quick, before you end this, click on these, connect. 2 is good. Make sure there was no slide. Go to vertex mode and shift these guys forward. Probably bring this out a little bit more there. Shift these guys forward. And just cleaning up something like that. Probably, not probably, grab all of them and raise them. Looks like this needs to be raised, put down a little bit. Same thing with this one. Alright, looks good. Let's fix the back. And everything seems to be in place. So really quickly, just slap in the symmetry modifier. See what it looks like. Z-axis. And voila. So go ahead and go on to part 5.